Hello everyone. My name is Cathy Jones and I'm the second Vice President of the GFWC Georgia Federation of Women's Clubs. GFWC Georgia and Club Women are the heart of not only the Federation, but the communities in which they live and work. For 130 years, GFWC volunteers have embraced the servant heart. Service to others is not a duty, but a response to love. The GFWC Plan of Work helps us focus on the best ideas of many generations of women who have a heart for service. GFWC has organized its plan for volunteer service in 3 tiers. Tier 1 contains our community service programs. Tier 2 are the advancement areas. Tier 3 are the special emphasis projects. Let's start with Tier 1, our community service programs, or CSP. As you are aware, GFWC has merged the original 6 CSPs into 5 areas and renamed them as Arts and Culture, Civic Engagement and Outreach, Education and Libraries, Environment, and Health and Wellness. This graphic shows the alignment of the old CSPs with our new ones. It looks a little more complicated than it really is. When realigning the programs, GF took into consideration the intent of projects. All projects formerly in art now align with the new Arts and Culture. All projects formerly in conservation align with the new environment. Most of the projects from education align with education and libraries, but there are a few exceptions depending on the intent of the project. For instance, teaching a lesson on cultural differences from another country goes to Arts and Culture. Starting a classroom garden goes to Environment, and collecting books for veterans goes to Civic Engagement and Outreach. Home life projects now align with either Health and Wellness or Civic Engagement and Outreach. Anything dealing with finance, food pantries, homeless shelters, Girl Scouts, Samaritan's Purse, and Canine Companions is now in Civic Engagement. International Outreach has been completely absorbed by other areas. International parties are now in Arts and Culture. Shot at Life and UNICEF are in Health and Wellness. Kiva and Heifer Food Projects are in Civic Engagement. The new Civic Engagement area is now comprised of everything that was in public issues. Our Arts and Culture Community Service Program is led by Nicole Brom and Sarah Keys. This area is dedicated to enriching the human experience. Project ideas are suggested in the areas of visual arts, crafts, performing arts, photography, creative writing, and culture. Resource organizations that may assist clubs include the National Endowment for the Arts, Very Special Arts, National Association for Music Education, and Americans for the Arts. The Challenge Project for Arts and Culture is to sponsor a youth art contest during March, which is Youth Art Month. Partner with your local schools or other community organizations. Display winning artwork in prominent places in your community. Purchase ribbons or other prizes to award the winning participants. The Civic Engagement and Outreach CSP is led by Sharon Wilkin and Patty Hosea. Civic Engagement and Outreach reminds us that each of us is a part of a larger society and is responsible for undertaking actions that will create a better quality of life and foster a sense of community. Included here are citizenship, crime prevention, safety, disaster preparedness, programs for the needy, hungry and homeless, and our military personnel and veterans. Several organizations are resources for projects in this program, such as HOBY, the American Legion, Fisher House, Habitat for Humanity, National Council on Aging, Wreaths Across America, Honor Flight, Kiva, Samaritan's Purse, and the National Coalition for Homeless, just to name a few. The Civic Engagement Challenge Project is to support or celebrate women veterans in your community during the first 2 weeks of November. Most of us think of males when we picture a veteran, but just remember that we females have played an important part in the United States Armed Forces. Celebrate the accomplishments of our female military personnel with projects directed especially to their needs. Our Education and Library CSP is headed up by Amelia Massey and Lindsay Moore. The Education and Libraries area promotes education in both children and adults. It aims to help others while continuing to learn. Projects are designed to foster schools as well as other educational institutions and opportunities. Its goal is to promote literacy, libraries, and the love of a good book. Organizations that may provide resources in this area include Books Alive, National Education Association, Read Across America, STEM, the Library Project, HOBY, 1000 Book Challenge, and Reach Out and Read. The Challenge Project is to sponsor a STEM event with special needs students during Disability History Month in October. There are several websites noted in the plan of work that will assist clubs in finding appropriate projects to help our disabled students have fun with science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The Environment Community Service Program is chaired by Julie Bates and Judine Hurd. The environment encourages us to become stewards of the earth by living sustainably, enjoying nature, and beautifying our communities. We are urged to preserve the world's resources and protect wildlife and domesticated animals. Organizations that may provide resources for members include the Audubon Society, National Parks Conservation Association, Souls for Souls, World Wildlife Fund, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, and the Arbor Day Foundation. The Challenge Project is a special contest sponsored by the chairman to create something from recycled plastic. Clubs should document the project throughout the process with photographs. The more pieces of plastic used, the more points will be awarded to the finished product. Deadline for submission is our reporting deadline of January 25th at 11:59 p.m. The Health and Wellness CSP is led by Diane Norris and Sheila Sanchez-Vesca. The Health and Wellness area aims to explore the various opportunities for awareness and advancement of nutrition, disease prevention, and physical and emotional care. Resource organizations offering assistance may include the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, Growing Minds, Easter Seals, Prevent Child Abuse America, and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Both our president and director of junior clubs have special projects that will be reported in Health and Wellness. The Challenge Project for Health and Wellness is to educate, advocate, or donate for a mental health program during May. Some project ideas include sponsoring and participating in a walk, run, swim event, or dance-a-thon with benefits funding the mental health program of your choice. GFWC affiliate organizations offer unique and customized services, including materials, speakers, kits, and/or additional information specifically designed for GFWC clubs. Currently, GFWC has partnered with Heifer International, Hugh O'Brien Youth Leadership, or HOBY, March of Dimes, Prevent Child Abuse America, Operation Smile, Shot at Life, St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, and UNICEF. Clubs will find suggestions for working with this GFW affiliates in the plans of work in each of the community service programs. Some affiliates have projects in multiple CSP areas, so remember to report your project based upon the intent of it. If you have questions, don't hesitate to call one of our chairmen. Tier 2 is our advancement areas. Our GFWC advancement areas include communication and public relations, fundraising and development, leadership, legislation and public policy, membership, and Women's History and Resource Center. There are great project ideas listed in our GFWC Georgia Plan of Work and, of course, on the GFWC website. Communications and public relations encompass the newsletter, social media, the website, and the Club Woman magazine. Mary Beth Jacobson is our committee chairman. The fundraising committee is chaired by Brenda Graham and Suzanne Mashburn. You'll find lots of great ideas for increasing your club's treasury or raising funds for a special project. Our leadership chairmen are Becky Bolden and Diane DeGattino. Opportunities to lead our organization are described, as well as ways to learn to become a better mover or shaker in your club. Legislation and Public Policy Chairman is Joe D. Gonzalez. Ways to become involved in our political process are described in this section. Our third Vice President, Peggy Wilson, chairs the membership team. She has developed some keys to membership that will help you retain and recruit members. Pat Turner, our Women's History and Resource Program Chairman, shows that GFWC has a legacy of wonderful women who paved the way for our organization. And we are making history every day within our communities. The Women's History and Resource Center collects, preserves, interprets, and promotes the history of GFWC and our volunteers. It documents the social and political contributions of club women from 1890 to the present through the GFWC archives, related special collections, and publications. Don't let the size of the top of our pyramid fool you. Tier 3 contains many special programs and emphasis areas. Patty Gabilondo will chair the GFWC signature project, Domestic Violence Prevention and Awareness. This project has been GFWC's focus for many years. The plan of work encompasses intimate partner violence, child abuse, teen dating violence, campus sexual assault, elder abuse, violence against Native American women, military sexual assault, and human trafficking. Sandra Huey and Catherine Yules will lead the GFWC Junior Emphasis Project, Advocates for Children. This project is designed to provide a voice for children and to teach and encourage parents and other caregivers to advocate for children at the grassroots level. Our GFWC International Headquarters, located at 1734 N Street in Washington, D.C., benefits from donations to the 1734 Society. Diane Barlow will chair this project. What was formerly the Community Improvement Program is now entitled the Community Impact Project. This is a 2-year project. Debbie Vanderboot is our Georgia chairman. Libby Bond is our Georgia chairman for Epsilon Sigma Omicron. ESO is an honorary educationalist society open to all per capita paying GFWC Federated Club women. Through ESO, club women are given direction in planned reading for self-enrichment and personal growth. GFWC Georgia is fortunate to have an endowment fund named in memory of Ella F. White. Barbara Reynolds chairs this committee, which ensures that our investments are handled wisely. Our Georgia Federation headquarters is located at 9 School Road on the campus of Tallulah Falls School in the Lipscomb Cottage. This historic building is maintained through donations to the Lipscomb Society. Martha Lee Sherman serves as chairman. GFWC Georgia founded Tallulah Falls School in 1912. Even though our federation no longer owns and operates the school, our organization still supports its efforts to educate the children of the North Georgia mountains. Linda Moat will chair the TFS committee. Shelby Holland, our GFWC Georgia president, has selected Food Allergy Research Education, or FAIR, as her special emphasis project. Ladenia Jewell will serve as chairman. Projects conducted for this program will be reported in the Health and Wellness section. Shelby's special project for Tallulah Falls School is to raise funds for the Commons area, a place where students can enjoy relaxing and communing outdoors with each other. These projects will be reported in the Education and Library CSP. Dana Skelton, our GFWC Georgia Director of Junior Clubs, selected Mental Health and Invisible Disabilities as her special emphasis project. Chantel Grant will lead this effort. As all projects in this particular area will be reported in Health and Wellness. The refurbishing of the Steinway piano is Dana's special project for TFS. Report these club projects for the piano in Arts and Culture. So, to recap the changes, GFWC has merged our community service programs from 6 to 5, dissolving the International Outreach Program. Any project that were suggested for this program have been reassigned. The titles of the 5 CSPs have been changed. Art is now Arts and Culture. Conservation is now Environment. Education has become Education and Libraries. Home Life was changed to Health and Wellness. Public Issues is now Civic Engagement and Outreach. The Community Improvement Program has been renamed to Community Impact Project. All of this information is located in the GFWC Georgia Yearbook. All clubs are encouraged to purchase at least one printed copy to ensure that you have the most up-to-date and accurate information for the 2020-22 administration. Our yearbook is a bargain at only $20. This valuable resource includes contact information, plans of work, and all 3 of the tiers, bylaws, standing rules, and forms. The yearbook will also soon be available on the website for download. And of course, I guess it goes without saying, you've got to read it. You want to check out the changes and directions for your annual report on our GFWC Georgia website on the video entitled Everything You Want to Know About Reporting But Are Too Afraid to Ask. True volunteers have a servant heart. First, they are available to serve, willing for their schedules to be interrupted and do what's needed even when it's inconvenient. Second, they are sensitive and sometimes spontaneous. A club woman pays attention to the needs in their community and looks for ways to help others. A person with a servant's heart is confident. They do the best they can with what they have. There are no excuses, no procrastination, and no fear that they are not good enough. Each task is undertaken with equal dedication. The size of the task is irrelevant. Menial jobs that others might not think of are completed. And finally, the servant heart volunteer is faithful. Responsibilities are fulfilled and promises are kept. Galatians 5:13 reminds us that through love we should serve one another. This is the servant's heart mentality. It means to help others in love without expecting something in return, to serve in appreciation of the gifts God has already given us. I am reminded of a song I taught my students long ago. It goes something like this. Make me a servant, humble and meek. Lord, let me lift up those who are weak, and may the prayer of my heart always be, make me a servant today. May you be inspired to serve others with humility, love, and compassion. I am confident that you will.